While teaching a world history class in Uganda, I used a text that was published in Great Britain. You can imagine my interest when we got to the 1700s because the text I was using portrayed all of my childhood national heroes as disloyal, ungrateful traitors to the crown. George Washington and company were to have been drawn and quartered for their rebellious activities. There is no such thing as objective history. Every story has more than one side, and every account is colored depending upon the loyalties and the affiliations of the writer. Now, the Bible is a history of God searching for his fallen children. Each Bible writer saw that search through their own experience. Each wrote under the influence of his education, culture, and the impress of the Holy Spirit. And via the Holy Spirit, God was ever so subtly revealing his true nature and character to men. In Proverbs 4:18 we read, "But the path of the just is as a shining light. It shines more and more unto the perfect day." It came a little at a time. The children of Israel came out of a polytheistic Egypt. They were mostly uneducated. They had no Bible. And so sorting paganism and superstition out of the truth about God was a huge task that Moses often despaired of ever accomplishing. Ever so slowly through the centuries, men were learning. And finally, one night in Bethlehem came the greatest revelation of the character of God. Later, Jesus said, "If you've seen me, you've seen the Father." The history of God had taken a giant leap forward. And yet, even then, we read it through the eyes of a tax collector, a physician, a fisherman. And then God sent Paul to explain to us the wonder of what it really all means. The revelation continues. I'm Roger Bothwell.